Long ago, when gods still walked among mortals, when myths carried the weight of truth, there lived a poet whose music could charm the very soul of nature. His name was Orpheus, and his love for a maiden named Eurydice became one of the most beautiful yet heartbreaking stories of the ancient world. This is a tale of love that defied even death itself, a tale of trust, loss, and the fragile hope that echoes across eternity. Chapter 1. The Gift of Music. Orpheus was no ordinary man. He was the son of a muse, the goddess Calliope, and from her he inherited the gift of song. When Orpheus plucked the strings of his lyre, rivers paused their flow. Birds landed to listen, even the wildest beasts grew gentle, swaying to his melodies. His music was not just sound, it was life, beauty, and truth woven into harmony, and it would become both his greatest blessing and his deepest sorrow. Chapter 2. Love at First Sight. One day Orpheus saw her, Eurydice, graceful, radiant, her laughter like a song itself. Their eyes met, and the world seemed to fall away. In that instant, Orpheus knew his melodies had found their true meaning, and Eurydice knew her heart had found its home. Their love blossomed like spring, songs filled the air, the earth itself seemed to rejoice, and soon they were wed, promising to spend eternity together. But fate, ever cruel, had other plans. Chapter 3. The Bite of Fate. On the day of their union, tragedy struck. As Eurydice wandered through a meadow, a serpent slithered unseen in the grass. It struck her ankle, its venom swift and merciless. Eurydice fell, her voice fading like a broken song. Her beauty, her laughter, her life, all stolen in a single moment. Orpheus, shattered, cradled her lifeless body. The lyre in his hands fell silent. The world, once bright, was drowned in shadow. But grief did not end his love. Instead, it gave birth to a desperate resolve. Chapter 4. Descent into the underworld. Orpheus would not accept death's decree. He would follow Eurydice, even into the realm of Hades. Clutching his lyre, he descended into the underworld, where shadows wept and rivers of the dead flowed endlessly. He played his music before the guardians of the realm. The three-headed dog Cerberus lay down, lulled by the gentle strings. The tormented souls paused in their suffering. Even the Furies, spirits of vengeance, wept at his song. Finally he stood before Hades, king of the dead, and his queen, the sorrowful Persephone. He sang not of power nor of conquest, but of love, pure and unyielding. His voice trembled with pain, his music with longing. He begged not for himself, but for Eurydice. The halls of the dead grew silent. Even Hades, stern and unyielding, was moved. Chapter 5. A Fragile Promise. Hades agreed, but with a condition. Eurydice could return to the living world, but Orpheus must lead the way, and until they reached the light of day, he must not look back at her. Not once. If he turned, she would vanish forever. Orpheus accepted, his heart burning with hope. And so began the most perilous journey of all, not through darkness, but through doubt. Chapter 6. The Ascent. Step by step, Orpheus climbed. Behind him he could hear the soft echo of Eurydice's footsteps, so close yet unseen, so near yet fragile. The path was long, the silence unbearable. Whispers of fear gnawed at his mind. What if Hades had deceived him? What if Eurydice was not truly there? At last, a faint light appeared ahead, the mouth of the cave. Freedom. Life. But doubt tightened its grip. He longed to see her, to be certain, and just before the final step into sunlight, Orpheus turned. Chapter 7. The Final Goodbye. In that instant, Eurydice stood behind him, her face pale, her eyes filled with love and sorrow. But no sooner had he looked than her form dissolved into mist. Her hands reached for him, but slipped away like smoke.
"Farewell," she whispered, as the darkness reclaimed her.
Orpheus cried out, falling to his knees. He had come so far, endured so much, yet with a single glance he had lost her forever. Chapter 8. Love. Eternal broken, Orpheus returned to the world above, but he no longer sang of joy. His songs were filled with sorrow, echoing across mountains and seas. Some say the gods, pitying him, finally reunited him with Eurydice in death, and others say his melodies live still, carried by the wind, reminding us of a love that dared to challenge fate itself. Conclusion. The story of Orpheus and Eurydice is more than myth. It is a reflection of us, our hopes, our doubts, our desperate longing to hold on to love. It teaches us that love is powerful enough to touch even the hearts of gods. But it also warns us of the fragility of trust and patience. Thousands of years later, their story still moves us, because deep within, We all understand Orpheus. We all fear that moment when love slips away. And we all hope that, like him, our songs, our stories, our love might echo across eternity.